I hate being wrong. Very straightforward, I know, but this needs to be said. I like to be right, and I make sure that I know all the facts before I say anything. If I am unsure of something, I either say nothing or concede very quickly. Now, because of that, I very much get angry when people doubt me. And I have many doubters in my life. Let's give some examples, shall we? In my English class, I honestly have no idea what's going on. I'm not great at analysis, and I usually don't interpret literature as well as my peers. It is a flaw that I accept. However, there was one book, Song of Solomon by Toni Morrison, that I understood for some reason down pat. I had it down pat. And I made this connection that I was sure was correct. But it was a little out there, I admit. My friends told me that I was incorrect, they doubted me, and even so, I asked my teacher over, and she told me that I was actually right. I don't let them forget that. Might be a flaw of mine. Another time, my youth group was in Maine, and a friend and I had a very intense debate over how many seats are in the bus that we took. This argument, although small, went so deep that I'm pretty sure we had a screaming match in the back of McDonald's. I very much doubted that she was correct, and long story short, I was in fact incorrect, and I've never heard the end of it. As I said previously, I like being right, and I hate being wrong. More specifically, I crave truth and knowledge. Honestly, I need truth and knowledge. Therefore, when I believe that my knowledge far exceeds another, I am hurt that someone would ever doubt me. Ironically, I doubt my friends and family probably just as much because we all doubt. In our New Testament passage for today, we also see a group of doubters. They question the reality of the miracle that was just committed and the credibility of Jesus as the Messiah. And I truthfully have never felt more connected with minor characters in the Bible. For me, if I was walking down the street and someone came up to me and said they were cured of blindness from a guy who rubbed dirt on his face, I'd probably politely excuse myself and then tell my friends about how I met a crackhead for the first time today. And I know that not everyone would have the same reaction, but I feel like my reaction is very human, and therefore the reactions of the people in John 9 today are also very human. Doubt is very human. And isn't it funny how the verses you need to hear most always seem to find you in the perfect time? I am not a very faithful person. I doubt everything. I am a doubting Thomas. And with this epidemic, I must admit that hope and faith are very hard to come by for me. Doubts have burdened my thoughts these past few weeks. Am I going to have graduation? Am I going to college next fall? Is my family safe? Is my church safe? Are we ever going to escape this pandemic? And is anything ever going to be the same? My biggest struggle is not interacting with my church community every Sunday, seeing my friends in my youth group, seeing the families that I have come to know, sitting in my usual section, listening to Pastor Daniel deliver a sermon that is much more inspiring than the one you're hearing this morning, and having conversations with our church members who make up my large second family. I know for me, and probably many others, River Road is a symbol of my connection with God, and no matter my struggles during my life with faith and doubt, I always know that I can connect with Jesus in this place, which is why it hurts not being in the sanctuary with you every Sunday. But we are not alone. Even when I walk through the darkest valley, I fear no danger because you are with me. Psalm 23. Yes, church, we are in unprecedented times. We are facing danger, fear, uncertainty, but we are not alone. Even through the doubts that we all face, I'm still finding moments of hope and comfort in all of this. Personally, I feel God's presence even more so during this time. Don't you feel him too? Whether it's through the healthcare workers helping the sick, even when they face risks themselves, or through the family game nights that in normal times would never have occurred, or maybe through our own church services, providing us with a chance to connect with God and each other through Zoom Sunday school calls or recorded Sunday services. Yes, goodness and faithful love will pursue me all the days of my life. Even with darkness surrounding us, even with doubts filling our minds, and even when things look bleakest, we will get through this because God is with us every step of the way. And while I'm up here on my final Youth Sunday, I wanted to say thank you for a few things. Thank you to my youth group for always making me laugh and feel connected to God. Thank you to my friends, Lindsay, Elizabeth, Abigail, Julia, Spencer, and of course, Ella Ryan, for always making me feel loved and cherished. Thank you to all my ministers for leading me through my faith journey. And finally, thank you, River Road Church, for being there for me for the past 18 years of my life. Thank you for being the church for me and many others, and continuing to do so for so many during these dark times. All right, my time's up. Peace out, and amen.